Crystal, ready to report? Okay. Everybody state their name. Lee Wessler here.
Crystal Adams.
Lori
Jean Pillow.
Barefoot
Jean Pillow.
And Lori Barefoot.
Jordan Stern.
Grace
Pam Spaeth.
and Pam. 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. All right. So we don't have to call Jim, huh?
Don't have to call Jim. So no alternates to seat. Anyone want to approve the minutes?
Still trying to get to them.
This is
Lori,
Crystal.
you're-
I'll make a motion to approve them.
Laura, you muted.
I second that motion to approve them.
Crystal. Lori.
Okay, is there any discussion?
I haven't read them yet, so I don't know if I can.
In
vote.
there,
Jean?
I'm still trying to get to them. There they are. Oh, it's good.
Okay, any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
I,
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Any abstain? Okay,
Abstained,
minutes
already.
pass. Oh, Jordan abstained. Okay, there's no public to participate. Treasurer's report.
Okay, we have $454.17 in the budget. And in our special fund, we have $2,161.22.
Okay, any questions for the treasurer?
What's the special fund for again? This is Jordan.
Same as it has been, $2,161.22.
What can we use it for? I'm saying, sorry.
We can use it for anything that we want.
Yeah, we used it to pay for the Forester a few years ago.
and we've used it by a kiosk to put up at the 50-acre wood. We've bought trees to plant on the common. You know, special projects.
Okay, any other questions for the treasurer?
And I
Okay,
will, make a note that the remaining $454 technically is until the end of June.
Right.
So if we need to make any purchases, or if we want to have anything that we really want to use it for, we need to think about it. And so say you've only got, 3 months technically.
Using it for those plaques, those
Medallions,
medallions, yes.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if we have money left over, we have to spend it, so.
yeah. Well,
Right.
this is hence my reminder.
Yep, okay,
If we don't use it by the end of June, it does go away.
yes. Okay, any other questions for the treasurer? Chairman has nothing to report. Any communications?
Just the Connecticut Wildlife Magazine, which I should have asked Crystal to go ahead and take. She seems to be the only one who wants it besides me. But other than that, nothing.
Oh, I got a link from Kakiwick for their newsletter. Does anyone want to look at that?
Can you
Remember that
repeat
new-
that?
I got a link for the Kakiwick, that newsletter we used to hand out at meetings.
I'll take a
Okay.
look at it.
It's hang on. It's what's the name of it? Oh, Habitat, that newsletter, Habitat. Does anyone remember we used to get that newsletter
Get the-
Habitat, is anyone interested in the link to read the latest?
I would
PDF
be
version.
interested in that, Lee.
Okay,
Yes, that'd be great.
Lori
Yes.
and Greg
Jordan,
Yeah, this is Pam. I
and
would too.
Jordan. Okay, and Jean's raising her hand. Okay. Okay, old business, Jean, DRC. Jean?
You raised your hand and that was the end. No,
Yeah. Can't tell if she's still there or not.
it's true.
I show her as still being here. I show her as not being muted.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get back to Jean. Crystal, anything open space wise?
Yeah, in open space, we discussed the Wyndham Land Trust proposal for the properties on Quarry Road. And we are having a special meeting this Saturday at 10 a.m. And we'll be walking the site or one of the sites at that point in time.
Did
Can you
they
hear
have
me
any?
now?
Jean?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Anything DRC, Jane?
I have not checked the agenda. Have you been checking it, Lee?
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Okay, same here then. No report.
Okay, Crystal, so what's any consensus opinion so far? That you,
We have some more questions, and I think Dawn's going to reach out to Andy, and we're going to maybe start to compile a list of pros and cons regarding the transfer of ownership. And like I said, we're just going to do a site walk.
okay. Would it help for the two commissions to get together, or do you see any advantage to that?
I don't think so. I mean, or I think it would help for Wyndham Land Trust to do like an open forum and put a presentation about it for everyone.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Crystal. That's a good idea. Okay, Ag Commission, so P and Z didn't see anything. Ag Commission? Grace?
Nothing that would technically concern us. They did speak about the walk on Quarry. I guess they were interested because of their speaking about the affordable housing issue that's come up and how it affects agriculture and open space in Woodstock. There's
So
some
what's the-
concerns. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's the connection?
Because of how things are taxed, I guess. If it's ag land and they were asking about the Quarry Road property, if any of it was scheduled as ag, and I kind of bowed out of the conversation, knowing that Wyndham Land Trust was doing a walk with open space on, what is it, Saturday the 2nd?
Yeah, it's Saturday at 10, and it's a special meeting, and anyone's welcome to attend. The agenda
Mhm.
with the address for meeting at is posted on the town website.
Okay, okay.
What walk is that, Crystal? This is Jean.
This is a special meeting of the Open Space Committee to look at some of the land being considered for the Wyndham Land Trust on Quarry Road. So it's a special meeting at 10 a.m. this Saturday. The address for meeting at is on the agenda, which is posted on the website.
Thank you.
So Grace, so what's the connection with Quarry Road and affordable housing?
Their question was whether any of the properties were ag land.
Okay. So,
That, in other words, and of course, the thing did come up with 2 of the properties they can't find the ownership for. So that should be fun.
Oh, my.
Yeah. 2 of the pieces that are involved, the town, Andy did go to the town and they can't find ownership. So I'm guessing that could be something of a quagmire.
Stop it.
Let's go put our medallions there. We'll claim it.
It's
Well,
I have a question. For
Jean.
clarification, are the Quarry Road properties the ones that are closest to New Sweden Road? Or the one that's, we call the Perrin Road property?
I have no idea.
Crystal, do you know?
I don't have a map in front of me. And there's several parcels. I think one is like 113 acres. We're just calling them the Quarry Road properties because that's in the neighborhood, but without a map, I don't know. Nope.
Okay, the 113 acres is the one that connects their Petrozziba and their new acquisition off of Cabbage Hill. And then there's the other parcels which are closer to New Sweden Road. There's, I think, 5. I tried to run into you at the town hall. I missed you to try to get those forest management plans because I know the map will be in there. But I'm not sure if I can't get there tomorrow. I'll try to get there Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday I have to leave at 5 because my son has a concert at 6.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'll be there till 5.
Okay.
Okay, anything up with stewardship in the winter months? Probably not. Okay, gene pollinator pathway.
It's all set. We're going to have Lydia Pan from Wild Ones give a presentation 7 p.m. April 6th in the big room at the Woodstock Town Hall. Crystal, am I allowed to screen share?
Yes.
So that's the flyer I made. I haven't printed it. I can send it out, and if I don't know when I'm going to be around town because I got to be working out of town this week. If anybody can help distribute the flyer, we can get someone to print it in color. We can put up copies at the post offices, at the town hall, both entrances, at Sweet Evelina's, Spruce Hill Gardens will be open before then. And if anybody can help distribute the flyer, I'd really greatly appreciate the country store, any of those places where people frequent.
Jean, I could help distribute it electronically if you have a picture without the dots in the background.
Yeah, I have to clean it up.
Okay, yeah, if you send me a cleaned up version, I can put it on the town website and the town Facebook page.
Okay, I'll get it on the Conservation Commission Facebook
And
page.
I can share it
And-
to Woodstock Crowd also.
Yep. So, it's been announced, but it's the first time I got a chance to make a flyer. So I did that yesterday and just get people there. I request a allotment of $50 for an honorarium for the speaker because she is coming up from the coast and it'll be a 100-mile round trip. So I think that's appropriate to pay for her gas.
Yeah, I mean, $50 I can authorize, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we didn't need a vote.
Do we need to do a little bit more like, is this going to be printed on somebody's home printer or are we going to send it to Staples or Chase or somewhere to print out 10 or 20 copies or whatever we want?
In the past, we've been able to print a small amount of color copies at the town hall. Is that not an option now?
I could do that. I just know my printer's low on ink at the minute. It's telling me that every day. How many do you want? And I can see what it looks like.
Well, let's say we have 3 post offices, Sweet Evelina's, the country store, Mackey's would be good. Sprucedale.
But, I could,
So
if you
I'm
send- if
just
you-
trying to think of how many places I'm not gonna be giving them out everywhere. I just figured we post them where people in town would see them.
yeah,
And I'll
The
do a
li-
press release to the Winnie.
The libraries?
Libraries would be good.
About 10 copies then.
Well, we have 4 libraries, so I think we're up to 12 copies now.
send it to me in an email, cleaned up. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Crystal.
You're welcome.
I'm happy to send to, drop some off. Where should I pick them up?
If Crystal prints them at the town hall
Right.
Okay, and when could I pick them up?
after.
I don't physically have the graphic yet, so I have to wait till I have it. And Pam, is that you speaking?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry.
Okay, so yeah, when I have it, I can email you.
Okay.
All right. So let's unshare. Come on. Not letting me unshare it.
Let me see.
Did I stop sharing?
No, you're still sharing.
Hit the share button in the upper left corner.
Well, right now, the screen is being wonky on me. I need a new computer. This one's driving me crazy. There it goes.
There you go.
So, yeah, Lydia will be coming up. I'm gonna take her out to dinner beforehand and get to know her a little bit better. And then we'll be by the town hall probably between 6:30 and 6:45. My intent is to, well, Crystal, because we talked about doing Zoom just so we could record the program. Is that still something we could do?
Oh, okay, that hadn't been talked about last time we spoke, so I didn't see that posted, so I didn't know that was still what you wanted to do. So I'd have to see if I can arrange my day to be there. I'll have to look and see.
Because there are people who said, I can't make it, could you please record it? And that's the easiest way to record it.
Actually, YouTube Live, I think would be the easiest way to record it. I have a note to myself at work to look into that for something else. But yeah, that might be easier because then I think it just posts directly to our YouTube channel. Whereas when I Zoom it, I have to download it and then post it and then edit it. So I'll look into that as an option.
Well, if
Okay.
I have to come up with a different recording mechanism and provide a computer and all that, I need to know that in advance. So
Well,
let's
if
communicate on that.
If it's going to be Zoomed, I'll do it on my work laptop, but I just need to know in advance so I can plan my day accordingly. Because when I saw the invitation for it, I didn't see a Zoom option, so I thought you had decided not to do that.
Well,
Because usually
our conversation, as I recall, our conversation was you asked not to do it as a hybrid. So I didn't put the Zoom information in it because it was I wasn't gonna share it.
Okay, yeah, when I saw the invitation or the whatever I saw about it, I didn't see any Zoom information, so I just assumed it was not being Zoomed. So I just need to know so I can be there with the equipment and the setup. So I'll try to either YouTube Live it or Zoom it.
Okay, like I said, if there are people who have requested it be recorded because they can't make it, and I like to have them on our website for future viewing for anybody who wants to, anybody who's bored enough to watch about it. But I think I think she'll do a great presentation.
Yeah,
So-
I literally have a Post-it note on my desk that says, check out YouTube Live for another purpose. So this will be one more reason to check out YouTube Live. So I'll try to do a practice run this week.
Oh, let me know. I'll watch it. No.
Okay. Yeah.
So I do have some handouts left over. Grace, I believe, has the trifold. So I'd like that there. So if Grace isn't going to be there, can you please drop the trifold off at my house? So we could put it up about the Pollinator Pathway Initiative. Keep that moving forward. And then it's just a matter of having people show up, sign up, and I don't think we have that many medallions left. I did want to discuss purchasing additional medallions, but we were discussing how many we wanted to do and whether or not it was going to be permissible for us to sell them and then get the money back to put it back into our account, or if that was just too troublesome and we're just going to give them away. That was the discussion we had last month, but we didn't come to a conclusion. We were going to look into it. Has any conclusion happened?
I think we should just give it away. We have money.
Well, they're
I think-
$5 a piece, so
I know. But how many do you think we're gonna have?
I don't
people-
know. I mean, we,
If we get 20 of them, it's still within our budget. Just, it's a pain in the butt to track,
absolutely.
buying it
That's-
and paying it and,
I mean, we
So-
went through that with the medallions for open space when we were supposed to get reimbursed by developers to, we bought them, they were supposed to buy them from us and then put them up and then pay us each one so we could buy more. And it was a pain in the butt. Fortunately, we
Yeah.
haven't had any big developments recently.
so, I mean, I propose just, taking $100 out of the budget and buying 20 of them and just giving them away.
All right, so at $5 a piece, that would be, how many do
20.
you want to buy?
20.
Excuse me, 20?
Well, we have 300, we have a little over 300 in the budget. I don't think that money's gonna be spent before now in November or June. It's not like we have projects coming up.
Well, we had talked about doing, sponsoring some kind of a pollinator garden, although I haven't had time to go out and look for a site to do it. But it'd be a combination, something on town-owned land that would inspire people to plant pollinator gardens. And I'm maybe thinking down by the Little River walkway somewhere. And then, giving them an idea about pollinator habitat and why it's important. And it was also going to be a memorial garden for members, lost loved ones. So we had brought it up, but it didn't go beyond that. So we might be
Well,
wanting to buy plants or something for kids to plant or something,
Well, we
So
should,
basically, at this point, shall we just go with 20? It's gonna cost us a whopping $100. And we can deal with the other afterwards.
Okay,
Because technically, we've got 450 there. You want $50 to give to this woman. And so, I mean, that's only $150. This still leaves us $300 in our budget. So-
okay. Then I guess we have to have a vote. So I propose we buy 20 medallions at $5 a piece, and I don't know if they're shipping separate or not. I make a motion.
I'll second it. Ms. Jordan.
okay, any further discussion? Oh,
Oh.
hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye,
Aye.
Jordan.
Aye.
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 Anybody opposed? Anyone abstaining? Okay, so unanimous passes.
Well, I
Anything
hope
else?
to
in
see you all there at the talk.
Okay. Sustainable Connecticut,
So I attended a workshop that was really interesting on benchmarking your town's energy use, and it discussed how to use the Energy Star Portfolio Manager to identify buildings, town buildings that need improvements and identify most effective and efficient buildings, among some other things. So I'm looking into that. I added Jean Pillow and Amy Monahan as users on our Sustainable Connecticut account, so they can now go in and add any events that they're doing or things that they've done that would get credit. And there's a number of upcoming workshops. If you go onto Sustainable Connecticut website and go to the trainings and events, they have a really interesting 6-part series that starts April 6th, and it's like one a month, but it's called the Greenwich Food System Network. And the first one is April 6th, and it's the industrialized food system. And then there's in May, cultivating Connecticut grown land. I believe the June one is cultivating Connecticut grown sea. And then there's some other ones. May 17th, I'm going to try to attend virtually the statewide resource to manage woodlands and urban forest. So there's some really interesting things coming up if you're interested. They also have a whole series on equity training. They have a spring, a summer, and fall. Each season is a 3-part workshop series: Equity 101, Everyday Anti-Racism for Leaders, and How to Have Conversations About Race. And the spring dates start April 12th.
Are those day or evening programs, Crystal?
They're a little bit of both. The equity training are mornings. I think the food system one are evenings. I think the statewide resource one is an evening. The one that I took was a morning one, so you'd have to just go online to the website to see, but it's a mix of both.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Crystal, is this pollinator garden, is that something that?
Yes,
we-
I believe there is one specific for pollinator pathways.
Okay. Would they do grant money for it? You know,
Yes.
match us?
I mean, you could always apply and see. It's a matching 50-50. I believe it's a matching one. So
Yeah,
you'd have to write it
50-50.
and you'd have to write it and send it to them and see.
Okay.
Yes,
hear that,
the practice is this is Jean, you have to do some crowdsourcing. So if we could raise $500, they'd match it with $500, but it'd have to be a minimum number of people contributing towards the effort. I think maybe a minimum of 5 people. Am I right on that, Crystal?
I don't have it memorized.
Okay, there's you have to have so many people contribute to it, and then they'll match that amount. So you set a goal that you want to do something.
Yeah,
So-
it's not a matter of simply just taking a couple $100 from our budget, from our fund, and putting it. There is a crowdsourcing
Okay,
requirement.
okay. Any questions for Crystal? Anything else? Okay, anyone have the opportunity to go to any workshops or any other workshops besides Jean's coming up? Okay. So
Go to
move
workshops
open
all the
this up.
time, nothing related to Woodstock. We had the Little River meeting. We gave a review of what's been happening in the watershed. This is the Eastern Connecticut Conservation District. Had a meeting focused on the Little River since the last Conservation Commission meeting, and had some good discussion about the changes. Mostly we talked about things like changes in agriculture since 2009, when we wrote the first watershed plan for Little River. And at that time, there were 8 farms with over 150 cows in the watershed. That's just in like the eastern part of Woodstock. And we're down to 4 farms. One of them might be going out of business. So, within a few years, retiring out of the business. So that was an interesting, I'm trying to remember what else we talked about. It was a, fairly well-attended meeting, good discussion and, updates on how we're moving forward with the updated Little River Watershed Plan and outreach activities that we're going to be doing. But our goal, the district's goal, is to have a draft plan by early summer that we're going to distribute and have people read it and provide us with feedback. So be ready for that. We'll give a presentation when that draft plan has been put together so that it's easier. You don't have to read the whole thing. You can just get the summary, and we'll be moving forward on, writing the final plan that has to be finished by September.
Okay. Any other workshops? Anyone else? So, open discussion, Crystal,
Nothing.
Laurie,
Nothing.
Jordan? Jordan, just thumbs up, thumbs down?
Nothing,
Okay.
sorry, try to mute, sorry, nothing, Jordan.
Grace,
No,
Pam?
I just have a question about the, there's something about beavers habitat on Wednesday. Does
That's
anybody
the
know?
new Roxbury Land Trust is hosting that, and it'll be in the South Woodstock Baptist Church.
Good,
Do
there's a
you know
workshop.
anything about it?
They have someone coming in to talk about beavers.
Okay.
It's free. I just post it for them. I can't go. I have to work, but it's in the middle of the day. I think it's at what, 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
And
1
they have
o'clock.
some- They're gonna have someone come in and give a talk about beavers.
Well, okay then.
So anybody can go. I've forgotten about that. Thank you, Pam.
Hey, Jeannie,
The
Jean?
wood frogs were very busy in my ponds. I have lots of wood frog eggs. And Sunday night, I spotted my first yellow spotted salamander in the pond. So they've made the move, and now the pond is completely frozen over.
yeah, really.
So they'll be fine. They have antifreeze in them, but that's my big announcement. It's spring.
So Crystal, when do we have to go back to live meetings?
I believe this order that, the House bill that it permits the electronic equipment, the Zoom, I think it expires April 30th. And if that's it, right now, I don't know if it'll be extended or not.
Okay, so we'll do Zoom next month. Anything else for the good of the order? And if not, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn. This is Pam.
Second it, Jordan.
Jordan seconds, okay. That was short, sweet. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Good
Have a
night.
Happy
Good night.
holidays. Night.
Night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.